Hey guys, I'm sorry that I haven't made an episode in the last 4 weeks. I couldn't 3 weeks ago due to noisy roadworks being done in the area. Sounded like King Kong was sat on the floor farting. Then the following week I ended up with a cold where I couldn't really talk. And unfortunately that was still affecting me last week.
Then he gave the cold to me.
Oh, poor baby Bumptin has a snotty nose.
Woe is me.
He's always so dramatic.
Carry on without me. Leave me to perish.
See? Roll the titles. My name is Chris if you didn't already know, and welcome to my show SmegChris. I'm going to regret asking this. How you doing, Clone One?
My nose feels like it's full of super glue. It's horrid. Spare us the details.
Oh, you're going to say it was full of something else.
I can only imagine what you were thinking. Anyway, it's now time for me to look back on a previous episode of SmegChris called The Fast and the Curious. Your sarcasm is noted. So the reason I watch a previous episode is to see what my 3 likes, 3 dislikes and 1 love were and see if they're still the same today. Simple really. Are you done?
I think so. Oh, I'm all bunged up.
Wonderful. I'm so glad you told us. Right, it's now time for me to watch the previous episode that I posted in September of 2013. 9 years ago. Looks like I need to do some catching up. Okay, let's see what I said. I will start with my dislikes. First, freaking Google. They keep asking me to change my channel name to my proper name. And since I've said no, I've got 2 YouTube channels through 1 email address. And why? Because of Google Plus. You know, that stupid social site nobody ever uses. That's a bit half and half. You see, they still have the 2 different names, but they don't try and force you to have the other one. They haven't for a long time, but they're still there. And as for Google Plus, what's that again? Yeah, that kind of died on its own, so that's not a problem anymore, but I guess the switching of your names, because you have to be careful when you're signing in, like for example on Xbox, if you're signing in, like for example SmegChris or my real name, if I do my real name, there's no subscriptions there. So, do I still keep that as a dislike? You know what, I'll say half. I'm going to keep score, by the way. So yeah, I'll give that like a half yes. Let's see what's next. My second dislike is back pain. As you may be aware, I've had problems with my back over the years, but just recently it's been my lower back which has had my chiropractor ban me from running. Something to do with when you're running, you're shocking the lower parts of your back. In fact, it got so bad that I couldn't actually stand up straight properly. I was sort of hunched like this. Luckily, that now has passed. Okay, well this is definitely going to be still the same because I've had back pain most of my life. I still have it. It's just not what I said in that video. Because I remember my chiropractor banning me from running. At the moment I'm not running, so it's not a problem. I'll get back into it. No pun intended. But yeah, I still get back pain, just in different areas. So that's still a dislike. Mark it down. Let's see what else I said. My final dislike is another pain. My wisdom tooth. I was in so much agony the other day that I couldn't go to work because I was doped upon painkillers. In fact, it's still hurting a little now. And no, I did not visit the dentist, or con artist as I call them. I haven't been to one for 22 years and I ain't going to start now. I'm not going to have them lie to me about needing fillings. See? They're perfect anyway. That wasn't very pretty, was it? Okay, so 1, I've not had wisdom teeth or tooth pain in quite some time, but I do remember it's like one of the worst pains you can have, so it's still going to be a dislike. And as for me not going to the dentist, I still haven't, and that was 9 years ago, so it's now 31 years since I last went. Don't follow me by example. But yeah, I'm going to mark that down as still a dislike. I can talk. Or is my teeth getting in the way?
I can barely breathe. I might need an oxygen mask or a lung transplant. Or a spade to the head.
You be quiet so Chris can get his face.
Okay, carry on.
Thanks. Let's see what my likes were. My first like is the dictionary app I have on my phone. It has a word of the day, which is fanfaron. A bully, a hector, a swaggerer, an empty boaster. The other thing I like about it is it does this.
Fanfaron.
It's really cool when you want to call someone a naughty word. Okay, I do believe I still have a dictionary on my phone. My latest one. In fact, where is it? Oh, it's there. Can it still speak? Does it still have a word of the day? Yeah, it still has a word of the day. Ignescent. Ignescent? Does it still talk? Let's try it.
Ignescent.
Yeah, there we go. What does that mean anyway? Emitting sparks of fire as certain stones when struck with steel. Huh, okay. I mean, I don't use it, like I say. But I guess it's still a like. I mean, it's there. I've still got it on my latest phone, so yeah, still a like. Let's see what my next one was. My second like is this. Oats and Honey Special K. Not sponsored. They are so yummy and good for you. I can't remember the last time I had any of those. I'm not just talking about oats and honey, but I'm on about any Special K. In fact, the only cereal I have these days is either Weetabix or Shreddies. So that's not still a like. I mean, maybe it would be if I have them again, but I don't, so I'm not going to count it as a like, so yeah. Okay, let's see what my last one was. My final like are these scented candles I have. Green apple and melon and fresh linen. They come in very handy for when your dog keeps peeping and pooping all over the place. Or in my case, peeping more than pooping. These make things smell a whole lot better. It's funny because just last week I was thinking, where are those candles? Because they used to sit on my fireplace, like on top. And I was looking over them thinking, why aren't they there? I think, I'm not certain, but I think I binned them, or did I put them in the conservatory? I can't see them. The thing is, I have some new ones. I say new, they've been in this cupboard down here for 6-7 years maybe, and I've never got them out to light them up. I mean, you see them in the shop and you have a good smell of them and you think, oh, that'll be lovely in my house, and then you stick them in the cupboard and leave them to rot. So I guess that's not a like anymore. Maybe one day I'll get them out and light them up and say, oh, they're a like again. But for the moment, Right, let's see what my love was. And now on to my love, which is, I love cola, I love vanilla, a win-win situation. Not sponsored. I could drink this stuff until it was coming out of my ears, but unfortunately that would mean I'd have to drown. We don't want that, do we? Oh yeah, that's still a love. I've just had a look, I haven't got any in the house, but I still love drinking vanilla cola. For example, whenever I'm out shopping, if I'm not buying a bottle of water and I want a drink, and it has to be pop, it's vanilla cola, unless I can't find any. So that is definitely still a love. It's my favourite Coca-Cola. So looking at my tally, the dislikes, I'm still like 2.5 rather than an all 3. As for my likes, only one's still the same, but the love is still the same. So now we know. Yeah, I think I better go and buy some vanilla cola at some point soon. Just thinking about it, I've not actually seen any bottles in Asda. The Asda. I always forget to say the. Are you okay, Clone One?
Holy moly, I can breathe again. I think my cold's finally gone. It's a miracle. Thank you, my Lord and Saviour, Superman.
Great. Now you can stop moaning. It's now time for me to go. But before I do, Happy New Year. All that's left for me to say now is thank you for watching and subscribing if you have, and liking this video if you did. Until the next time, peace out.
Never mind, it come back. Stupid cold. When will it ever go away?
So dramatic. I've just decided on a whim that a future video I want to do is a Q&A, which means I need some questions. Otherwise I'll have nothing to answer. That's where you guys come in. So yeah, if you've got any questions, and as many questions as you want, you can stick them in the comments below or send them to me through Twitter or Facebook. Links are down there somewhere. So yes, please leave me some questions, and in a future video I will answer them. Unless I forget. It's likely to happen.